Hey guys, in this month's top 5, I'm going to be sharing with you my most anticipated books of 2016. So, as is the case every single year, there are so many books coming out in 2016 and so many that I'm looking forward to, so I had to narrow it down. Let's start with wishful thinking. I didn't even bother putting A Dream of Spring by George R.R. Martin on this list, which will be book 6 in A Song of Ice and Fire series. I have no idea when that book's coming out. That's just wishful thinking. It could be another couple years, you guys. So let's get on to my top 5 most anticipated. At number 5, I have The Vatican Princess by C.W. Gortner, and this is being released in February. And this book is historical fiction following Lucrezia Borgia, who was the daughter of the infamous Pope Alexander. Definitely really looking forward to this one. I'm hoping I won't be disappointed. There's been a few Borgia-related historical fiction books that I've read in recent years that I've kind of been disappointed with and didn't really enjoy. For instance, Blood and Beauty by Sarah Dunant, I believe is the author. I was really disappointed with that one, especially after I read Mario Puzo's The Family. The Family was an amazing, stunning book, and I haven't been able to find a Borgia-related book that's on that same level. So I'm hoping The Vatican Princess is everything I'm wanting and hoping, and it's going to be exploring Lucrezia, you know, is she the notorious seductress and poisoner that history makes her out to be, or was she simply just a pawn in her father's games? At number 4, I have Ithaca by Patrick Dillon, and this will be released in July. This book is a retelling of Homer's The Odyssey, but my understanding of the synopsis is that it will be focused on Odysseus' son Telemachus and his point of view and what's going on while Odysseus is away. And that just sounds really exciting and fun and different. Most often when there are Odyssey retellings, it's usually from Odysseus's perspective. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be kind of cool to see it from his son's perspective. At number 3, I have The Midnight Watch by David Dyer being released in April. I am all sorts of excited for this one, you guys. I love Titanic-related historical fiction. This book is basically taking place kind of on the Titanic, but also on the Carpathia, which was the ship that rescued the stranded passengers of the Titanic. Most historical fiction books that take place on the Titanic are strictly that. They take place on the Titanic. So I like the idea presented in this book that it's not going to be entirely on the Titanic. A good portion of it is going to be on the Carpathia as well. And my understanding of the synopsis is that it follows a family of third-class passengers on the Titanic, but then it also follows the point of view of some of the officers on the Carpathia, and then also a journalist in New York. At number 2, I have A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and this is book 2 in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. A Court of Thorns and Roses was one of my favorite young adult books last year. Was pleasantly surprised with it. It was basically a sort of Beauty and the Beast retelling, but set in a fantasy world with fairies. And I'm very excited to get to book 2 after my enjoyment of book 1, so hopefully book 2 does not disappoint. And I think there's going to be a lot more Rhysand, you guys. I have a thing for Rhysand. I'm not ashamed. And that will be released in May. And my number 1 most anticipated book of 2016 goes to Lady Midnight, the first book in the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, being released in March. I finally got around to finishing up the entirety of the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare last year, and I am definitely super pumped to get to the Dark Artifices. This series, my understanding from the synopsis, is that it's going to be focused on Emma Carstairs and her relationship with her Parabatai, Julian Blackthorne. I personally think Cassandra Clare keeps getting better and better as she progresses through these series. You know, the first 3 Mortal Instruments, they definitely have their flaws and issues, but you get on into like the Infernal Devices, and those are just spectacular and amazing. So I'm hoping, you know, her writing and her technique and style are continuing to improve and advance. So yeah, I crossing my fingers that the Dark Artifice is just simply amazing and outstanding. So that's it for my most anticipated books of 2016. In the comments below, I want to know what books you guys are looking forward to this year. Just let me know so I can go check them out. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.